chemistry, we frequently encounter chemical equations. The purpose of this video is to talk about typing chemical equations in the appropriate format in Microsoft Word. For example, we may want to type in the reaction of aqueous lead 2+ ions with aqueous sulfate ions to produce solid lead 2 sulfate. You see the appropriately formatted reaction on the screen in front of you. How do we enter that equation in that format in Microsoft Word? Well, let's begin by opening a blank Microsoft Word document. I'm going to zoom in a bit so that this is easier for you to see. When you type in the equation, the first step is simply typing in the unformatted text. PB 2 plus parentheses AQ plus SO4 2 minus parentheses AQ. Now we need an arrow. To get the arrow, go to the Insert tab, select Symbol, and then click the arrow icon. If there is no arrow icon in your frequent symbols, you can click More Symbols. In the More Symbols area, you can scroll to find an arrow. Once it is selected, as you see here, simply click Insert and then Close. It is customary to put a space before and after the arrow. Finally, we want PBSO4 parentheses S for solid. It is important to note here before we proceed that when you type in the formulas for elements, the element symbols, that the capitalization and the capitalization of various letters or the lowercase nature of letters is important. Do not change that capitalization in any way, or you might be creating the symbol of a different element or compound. Now, we want the 2 plus on the lead, which I will highlight now, to be a superscript. We select the 2 plus, we right click on it, and select Font, and to make it a superscript, we simply check the superscript box. In a similar fashion, we want the 4 in the SO4 to be a subscript. Highlight, right-click, Font, and now select Subscript, and click OK. We can repeat as needed. The 2 minus charge for sulfate should be a superscript. Select it, right-click, Font, select superscript, hit OK. And finally, the 4 on PBSO4 should be a subscript. Again, we highlight, right-click, Font, and Subscript, and click OK. The equation now matches the format we saw on the previous PowerPoint slide. Let's double check to be sure. Here's the original, and here's the equation we created. They match. Of course, like any other thing, we should save now that we're finished. File, Save, select a location on your computer to save it, give it a file name, and click Save. Now it's your turn. Below is a chemical reaction we wish for you to type into your existing Microsoft Word document. Type the equation below the graph you created during the previous video. Be sure you have subscripts and superscripts in the appropriate locations. Once you are finished, the equation in your Microsoft Word document should look exactly as the equation does in the screen in front of you. Don't forget to save your work once you are done. Once you've got the equation looking exactly as it does here, close the video and move to the final video in the sequence.